Oh shit. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I do an intro and outro because this is a little random impromptu stream. I'm hoping that my settings, because I gotta go to bed pretty dang soon. Like, what time? What time do I need to go to bed by? Uh, I gotta be up at 2:15. 6, 7, 7, 8. I gotta go to bed in like an hour. I'm not gonna stream for like an hour, but I gotta go to bed in like an hour. So just a little random pop in because something crazy happened today, and I kind of want to talk about it because it's a little rattling. And then I'm going to a con next month, so it's just like let's talk about respecting people's space in public and even in private. Like if you're hanging out with someone and they're uncomfortable, you just fucking leave them alone. That's just how it is, you know. But some people don't fucking understand that shit, which is crazy to me. So I'll start with another story because there's nobody here yet. So I'll start with a story that's, I guess, it's already been resolved. um, but me and my girlfriend, obviously, my girlfriend. So we are two female identifying individuals in a relationship. So we're in a lesbian relationship. We're gay. We're queer. So obviously, we're not that interested in men when it comes to them trying to talk to us or flirt with us or just generally be in our space in public without our permission or whatever. So there was this one guy. This happened a while back. He was just really pushy, always like walking by us when we're working on our truck, trying to ask about, oh, what do you need? You need something to do. You probably can't do that yourself. Just being misogynistic as shit and kind of stuff like that. And we kind of always were just kind of non flippant, just like, don't really want to talk, just kind of ignore you. And then one time she went out to a bar for karaoke night with a couple of friends, and he was there, and his drunk ass went up to the table and tried to get her to talk to him, and she was like pissed off at that point. She's like, "You need to fuck off. You need to leave me alone." So this guy, like a couple weeks later, decided it would be a good idea to walk up on us, me and my girlfriend, while she was working on her truck again, and he's tried to start some shit. He's like, "You bitches, you're so bad. I was just trying to be nice, blah blah blah," and it's like, dude, nobody needs to acknowledge your niceness. Nobody needs to thank you for you being nice. Nobody needs to be like, oh, thank you so much, sir, for being kind to us. We whatever will be a fucking done. So I went off on the motherfucker. I was like, look, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to my girlfriend like that? You better back the fuck up, because I guarantee you don't back up, I'm gonna make you back up. And he's just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He's walking his fucking dog, his pitbull. I don't give a shit. Lo and behold, a couple weeks later, that dude got pinched for some drug shit. Um, which leads us to another fucking guy today. Oh, by the way, we have people in chat. What's up, Ron? How's it going, Leia? What's up, Jeff? By the way, just popping on to tell my story, get it out of my system, and be done with it. What's up, Carl? And yeah, typical nice guy behavior. Absolutely. Another nice guy. So that we dealt with today. So there's this guy who lives in my, unfortunately, and so did the other guy, unfortunately, lives in my apartment complex. And another guy who's just always like to kind of get up in your face and all this shit. I used to work at a dollar store in town, and he would come in, no shirt on, absolutely sweating, smelling like booze somehow, because this dude likes to run around town drunk or whatever. I swear, I see him running around. He's all red faced, and it's probably not from sweat. It's probably from being fucking wasted. Because he'd come in, and I'd be stocking the shelves, and he'd walk up on me and try to like dap me up and try to like chest bump me and shit. And I'm like, dude, back the fuck up. I don't know you, but nicely, because I'm at work. But I let it be known I didn't want to fuck with him. So he took that as an invitation to start fucking with us more, starting trying to interact with me and my girlfriend. So every time he would see us, he would be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Try to get all up in our face and shit, and just be nasty as fuck, and like in a passive aggressive kind of way, kind of like, "Oh, you can't see this as being bad because I said this, or this." And my girlfriend's been about fed fucking up with it, and so have I. So like last week, she saw him, and he was shouting something out of his car, like, "Ugh," and she flipped him the fucking bird, which is fair. I would have done more than flip him the fucking bird, but she's nicer than me. I would have run his ass over, but I can't talk about that on YouTube. So today, she was getting ready to she built a drone, like a boat drone. We have a river right down the road. So she'll hop in her truck, take the drone, hop on the river and fly that sucker around. So she just mind her own business, getting her truck warmed up. It's a carbureted engine, so it's got to sit for a couple minutes. And this dude, we saw him leaving the apartment complex, like walking on foot as we were coming in. He was walking with some lady and a baby. Like, I don't fucking know. It's not my business. But apparently she got out to the car, and then him and his girl walked back up, and they started talking shit because he was like, "Hey, did you flip me off the other day?" And she's like, "Yeah, I did." And then he started walking up on her, so she rolled up the window. He's like trying to, "Hey, roll down the window. I want to talk to you." And then he sees that she's calling 911. He's like, "Oh, well, you don't need to do that." Blah blah blah. And the cops fucking show up. So she called me. I didn't know this was happening. She called me, and I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean the cops are outside?" So I walk outside, and I see that fucking guy, and I'm just like, "Oh fuck, here we go." So I walk over, and the cop is talking to my girlfriend right now, and then this guy sees me, and he starts piping up, "Oh, she's gonna say some shit. She's gonna make some shit up, blah blah blah," and all this stuff. And the cop's like, "Hey, can you stand over there?" He's like walking around trying to get into our field of view, when he's like back there, and the cop's like, "No, you stand over there." Apparently, the cops know this guy as well. Found out his first name. Found out that they know his first name. Heard over the radio certain things about his record. So it's like, oh, this all makes fucking sense. And as soon as I start saying shit like, so this is the funniest fucking thing. So I was trying to think of all the shit because she wanted me to come out and tell him, "Hey, this guy's been harassing us. Here's her story as well." So I come out and I tell him, "Hey, so this guy used to come in when I worked at the dollar store down the street. He used to come in absolutely trash, smelling like booze." This guy didn't deny it. He said, "I wasn't drunk all the time. I was just trying to shake your hand. What's harassment about that? Blah blah blah." And it gets to all this other kind of shit. The cop tells him, "Okay, you need to go over there." And then another cop shows up. So the other cop's talking to him, and we hear this guy. Okay, so no one had mentioned any of this shit. This was not brought up. This was not like in anyone's mind except for his, obviously. He's like, "I'm not trying to get in their pants or nothing. I don't know why they see it as harassment. I'm just a really nice guy. I'm a very positive guy." And in my brain, I'm just like, why the fuck did he say that? Nobody brought that shit up, dude. So clearly you are saying how you're feeling right now. It, yeah, I didn't think so. So it's like, not only is this guy harassing us, this guy's harassing us because he wants to sleep with us. And it's disgusting. It's gross all around. It's like we're in a relationship. Clearly, we don't want shit to do with you. "Oh, I didn't know they want anything to do with me." "Oh, what do you think this was off?" Oh, and then he was like, "I thought it's weird. She flipped me off. She can't do that." And the cop was like, anyone can flip anyone off." And I said, "Hey, fuck you, dude." "Oh, fuck you too." And the cop just kind of smirked because I guess he was amused by that I was not taking this dude's shit, because he started egging me on as soon as he got there. And I don't know if you know Rowdy Riles. Rowdy Riles has a temper, so she can get a little bit rowdy. So he was trying to egg me on, but the cop saw that, and he was just kind of laughing that I'm just. First of all, the dude is like big, like not like tall or anything, but he's like at least 100 pounds heavier than I am. Not that I'm a slouch. Like if he was trying to fight me, I forgot what he actually said. So apparently the girl that was with him was talking shit to my girlfriend, and then after she said that she flipped him off, he's like, "Well, I'll fight you. You want to fight?" And that's when I'm bleeding. And that's when my girlfriend called the police and said, "Okay, well, now you're threatening me. Now I can call the police." So with the threat of violence was when she called the police. And now luckily I wasn't out there when that shit happened, y'all, because I would have fought him. I would have fought him. And unlike my LSWA wrestler, who's on a fucking hot losing streak, just loss after loss after loss, I would not have lost. Because you see, when you're fighting someone, well, particularly if you're a girl fighting a guy, there's two things you want to go for. If they're lunging at you, there's two lower targets. You got a kneecap, and you got the little scrotal area. So if you see a leg that's bent out straight in front of you, like they're charging towards you, I I say give your full force into kicking that motherfucker in the kneecap and just watch them completely shatter on the ground. Um, And then once they're on the ground, you kind of won already. It's kind of just like not anyone's game. It's kind of what you want to do. So like if it was like a street fight match in WWE, you could grab that fucking trash can. But that's how you get in trouble. So I'm just saying, in a self-defense, if someone's attacking you and they have you, they're bigger than you, whatever, go for the balls, go for the kneecaps, because guarantee one of the two will make a motherfucker fold. and once they're down, it is over. I call a groin kick the attention getter. It'll keep their attention too. I'll tell you what. And also, it may not look like much, but if I can lift 100, so that's my body weight. I'm like 145. If I can lift 145 pounds of my body weight box at work, I can guarantee that I can at least get you a little bit of hurt in there. Yeah, Johnny Cage nut punch. Do the split. I like to fantasize like that. I'd be good. Bring out the tables, ladders, and chairs. I would. Trust me. Like, and I tell my girlfriend, I'm like, look, I watch wrestling, so I know how to do the moves. I don't know how to do them how they wouldn't fucking hurt somebody. So a twist of fate, an RKO, a DDT, they're gonna hurt a lot more from me than a professional fucking wrestler. I'll tell you that. Now, you do need the leverage and the weight and all that kind of counter shit to pull someone's head in the ground. But that's why you go for the balls. Because once you have the balls, it's all yours. You can do whatever you want. You can grab their arm, flip them over your shoulder, do an AA, and it'll hurt a lot more because you're not in a wrestling ring and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's just. By the way, did anybody watch the Backlash match? That shit was great. What's up, Richard Sampson? I didn't watch any of Backlash except for the John Cena Randy Orton match. That was a good fucking match. I started the "This is awesome" chant before the crowd. I was like, "This is awesome," and then 5 seconds later they did, and I was like, "Beat you to it, bitches!" I thought it was awesome first. So like the Cody Rhodes John Cena match wasn't shit, but that John Cena Randy Orton match, it was great. Oh no, Becky lost. I didn't see it. I didn't see any of the other matches. I just saw because I missed it on Sunday. I completely blanked on it. Listen, so Mike, fuck, I passed the fuck out yesterday. I missed displaying model behavior stream. I missed Max, or True Star Screamer, and Maximilian streaming together. I missed a bunch of shit last night. Well, I don't want to brag, but I do kind of have a little bit of the guns there, Carl. What's up, Rough Shot? How's it going? Spider Fan. Stu, I bailed out on WWE after cuts of core JGG, Jakar Jackson. I don't really watch too much WWE anymore because of the whole Vince Brock Lesnar shit last year. Plus, it's a bunch of MAGA fuckheads now running the business. They're all a bunch of idiots. They're all a bunch of fucking. It always comes back to that shit. But that's not political. If you're MAGA, you're not in politics. You're in a cult. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't watch much wrestling, but like the pay-per-views when something big is happening, like Rhea Ripley or like fucking John Cena coming back and being a fucking heel. God, it's so fun. It's so hard for him to be bad too, because you see him just like, yes, it's a smirk, but it's a smirk hiding just the shit-eating grin that John Cena has because he loves to be in that ring, hearing the cheers or the boos. It doesn't matter. John Cena eats that shit up. And you know what? When I was younger, when I was 14, 15, watching WWE, because I started watching around the whole Orton, Cena, Hardy, CM Punk feud kind of shit, that era, which was one of the best eras of WWE in my opinion. I know people talk up the Attitude Era, but I wasn't into wrestling during the Attitude Era. So I had the TV PG era, which still had some good shit on it. And it was TV PG, but they had a straight edge versus drug addict angle, which was hilarious. And everyone was voting for the drug addict, quote unquote, because that's what they were pushing Jeff Hardy as. Not that he wasn't or hasn't been, but it's just kind of crazy to be like, let's take your personal struggle, which is a bad thing. That's a horrible thing for someone to be going through and have their family going through. And let's put it on TV and make you the good guy. But it's fine. I love Jeff Hardy. And it is really really crazy to see John Cena versus Orton, but switched with John Cena as the bad guy and Randy Orton as the good guy. You would have never thought that would have happened. And you know what? That's okay because we're all young at heart because we like toys and we like wrestling and we like pop culture stuff. And that's what matters. It's not about the number. It's not the age. It's the mileage, honey. What was Indiana Jones? So there you go. Oh, man. Work was rough today, by the way. So I said my leg was bleeding and it's still bleeding. But look at my... I'm not trying to... There's the blood. It is destroyed. Bruises everywhere. So when y'all get your packages from whoever, because I can't say where I work, just be appreciative that it is actual people moving that shit. Because my legs are fucking destroyed. And look at that. I like I said, y'all, if you have spotlight or artwork that you want me to spotlight, I already did the one video. I was waiting for more people. I was trying to make it like 5 minutes, but I only got like 2 minutes out of it because I only had like 4 or 5 people send me stuff. But send me some stuff. My email is on my YouTube. It's on my Instagram. Yeah, well, I was sitting on it and then I moved, and I guess I just broke whatever scab was on there. So yeah, I'm kind of gross right now. But my knee is like, and I wore shorts today to work, expecting not to have to go into one of the trucks because I was told that I was lifting the heavy shit now because it all comes back to the muscles. But I got in the trucks today because it was Monday and there's no one there. And I was wearing shorts. And completely fucked my leg up. And my hand. I don't know if you can see the purple on there. But this is all a bruise right here. Because I accidentally left one of my gloves in the car. It fell out. See, how am I losing in the LSWA? How do I keep fucking losing? Like, I'm ripped. Even in the game, I'm fucking ripped. And I tapped out. I got choked out on Sunday. I think by Justin Booth's wife. I think that bitch choked me out. I thought we were friends. But it was a fatal 4-way, and I was like, well, at least there's only 25% chance that I'll be the one that get lost. So, but hopefully I can tag team with Rhea Ripley now. I kind of tried to throw that angle in there. We'll see if Tone Bone goes for it. If you see Rowdy Riles and Rhea Ripley walking out on LSWA together, because I think it'd be cool. Rowdy Riles, Rhea Ripley, R&R. You know, it'd be a great tag team. Not to mention we're both fucking ripped. I used to work at a printing place and got a ton of thin paper cuts. I know, right? And I used to work in the food court, and then I worked at Mod Pizza, so I've got all these burns on my, well, you can't really see them on my tattoo arm, but I've got burns and scars, and then I have that keloid skin, where if you, Rowdy Rhea or Rowdy Ripley, I think Rowdy Ripley would be the Rowdy Ripley connection. But yeah, I have a lot of scars. And surprisingly, not a lot of people ask me about this scar. But I do have a scar on my face. That's why my nose is crooked, because they had to take skin from up here and stretch it down because I had a birthmark when I was a kid, like a big brown birthmark right here that they removed, and then they stretched the skin over and pulled it over. So now my nose is, I never broke my nose. It's just crooked from an operation, but I feel like that's better than having a big brown birthmark on my own. What's up, Virgo? By the way, I was just saying how I lost in that fatal 4-way where you, me, Rhea Ripley, and Stacey Hatch were wrestling, and I got fucking choked out. How is someone going to choke me out? Do you see this neck? Look at that thing. How are you going to choke me out? I don't know. I don't know how the fuck that happens. I'd just be like, no, I like that. I dropped a table down my leg a couple weeks ago. Thankfully, the shin scars are less than today. Finally, I feel like I'm always gonna have bruised legs now. Like I feel like once these rounds of bruises heal, like even this one, I'm gonna have. Yeah, I decided to pop on for a little bit just because I had dealt with some shit. I think I processed it. Some weird, gross men being sexually harassing weird people in this world, Virgo. And yeah, it was cool. It just sucks that I fucking lost again. I'm on a fucking losing streak. God damn it. And I talked so much smack in my promos too. I was like, you can't pin me. You can't pin me. No, you can't pin me, but you can choke me out. I've got choked to tap. I tapped out to Rhea Ripley and I tapped out to Stacey Hatch. So sure as fuck could make me tap out. Let it go. Let it go. I love that movie. That's one of my favorites. I'm a big Disney princess at heart. Yeah, we're here for it all. Oh man. I mean, so if y'all ever have the opportunity to work third shift, I think it's called third shift, which is like overnight in the mornings. Um, it's worthwhile because you go in. I go in at like 2:33 in the morning, and I get out at like 8:30, 9:30 in the morning, and I go home and I have all day. But that means I miss out on a lot of late night live streams during the week, which sucks because if y'all know me, I like to pop in and chat with people and make new friends and just spread the love around the toy community because we need a lot more of that, especially right now. So also, what's up? What's up, casual collector? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The vampire shift. Yeah, I wish I was a vampire. It'd make it a lot easier. It can be trauma Olympics. Wait, no, not that kind of trauma Olympics. Never mind. I was like, I completely blanked on what that meant. And being a millennial, I know exactly what that means. So this can't be the trauma Olympics, but we can talk about traumas or bodily trauma, but let's not lose my channel. But in the last 2 weeks, I cut my thumb on a broken toilet. I was dumping porcelain and then tore my arm doing it at the same place. Fuck. Well, if it makes you feel any better, my two thumbs are different sizes because this one, I've cut portions of it off 3 separate times. So I'm clumsy. Some people have seen me on the live streams with my X-Acto knife whittling at a toy, and they're like, "What the fuck is she doing? What the fuck?" And you know what? I don't know what I'm doing, but I haven't lost the thumb yet, so I'm at least doing that right. Have I seen any new movies? No, Leia. I've been so busy getting used to this new schedule, and I spent the whole weekend working really hard, getting edits and filming videos and stuff. And I'm caught up. I did my members first video really late last week. I think I uploaded it on Saturday instead of Monday, but today was on time. I uploaded my Savasha Press video, which is up right now, by the way, for members, 99 cents. If you're not a channel member, you can see that and some other stuff first and exclusively. So but no, I haven't had fucking time because the week when I did have time, Oblivion came out and that took all my fucking time. But I did. The Righteous Gemstones finished. I did finish watching The Righteous Gemstones. I haven't watched any more of The Last of Us since episode 2 because I didn't think I was going to cry. I didn't think it would fuck me up, but it fucked me up and I cried because I don't like to see that happen to Pedro Pascal. I don't like seeing that. And I didn't play the game, so I didn't know exactly how it would go. Uncle Baby Billy just gonna run full dong on a jet ski and just flop around everywhere. But I would definitely say that if y'all haven't seen The Righteous Gemstones, you should watch The Righteous Gemstones, especially if you have religious trauma, especially if you're a person who does not like Christian nationalism or the megachurch mentality where it's profit over people. Because Dana McBride always makes a good show, and it's Dana McBride, John Goodman, the one dude from Workaholics. I always fucking forget his name. And then this last season had Michael Rooker in it. There's always been some guest stars, but and it's got Walton Goggins as Uncle Baby Billy, as Carl points out. Uncle Baby Billy. It's a really, really good show. Time for Facts with Rowdy. What is your favorite character to collect? So Spider-Man and Indiana Jones. Those are my two favorite characters. So any red and blue or symbiote Spider-Man, I will try to get, in any Indiana Jones figure, I will try to get. Because those are my two heroes. Huge X-Men fan. Finally got the 20th anniversary show. Dang. So you waited even longer. I got it for 14. You got an even better fucking deal than me. Woo. 750. Now that's triple worth that price. Because that toad is a good figure. It would be funny, but I don't know how long it will last. I mean, I guess they could do whatever with Uncle Baby Boy. They could keep you in the Teen Jesus. Yes, Vice Principals, Eastbound and Down. I haven't finished Eastbound and Down, but Vice Principals is great. Only 2 seasons, so it's a very easy binge watch, and you'll be hitting next. Anything Danny McBride has made is fucking great. I love Danny McBride. Oh yeah, for sure. It's exactly what you would picture the people running a megachurch to be like, and it's fucking hilarious. That I was still expecting kill me. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. It's heartbreaking. Especially with Ellie just, what's up, Ace? How's it going? Welcome. I guess I gotta stay on a little longer then, because I was only planning on going for a little bit. But I guess we can try to go for 45. Cool 45. What's up, CJ? Always good to see you. Dr. Jones, doll. It's Dr. Jones. No time for love, Dr. Jones. I love Bully Maguire, Emo Venom, Spidey. Are you getting the $35 black suit symbiote Spider-Man? Oh, Leia, I feel so fucking devastated by that second episode. It's going to be fucking hard for me to watch it. It's going to be so hard. Especially, it's such a bad... The Righteous Gemstones is such a bad lead into The Last of Us. It's like, yo, that show is funny as shit. And it's also violent and dark as well, but it's mostly funny. And then you turn on The Last of Us, and it's like so bleak and just down vibe, and it's so hard to watch sometimes. And yes, everyone's in here. It's cool. You bought it? Oh, you already bought it? I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna get it. I don't know why the fuck it's $35. It is absolutely hilarious. I thought the season premiere I was like, what the fuck? This season with Bradley Cooper in the beginning. That was a crazy season premiere. I didn't know what was happening for the longest time. I was like, what show am I watching? But yeah, okay, so this is where I was going with what the harassment talk was about. Okay. So this doesn't apply to any of y'all, any of my subscribers, any of my channel members or whatever, but there's people that or at least that interact with me. But I'm sure there's people that subscribe that are A, creeps, or B, just weird and hate subscribed toy collectors, obviously, but they just want to complain. And I made a video about something, and someone pointed out that someone had already started talking shit, and I don't give a fuck because I'm just here to talk about toys. But I'm going to Maryland Toy Expo next month, and this doesn't apply to any of y'all, but I just want this as a general knowledge for everyone, for every toy creator, for everyone who is going someplace to enjoy themselves, and maybe places where their content is viewed or enjoyed. Approach me or anyone else that you admire or like their content as a person. Just be like, hi, I like your content. I appreciate you. Could we take a picture? Could I don't know, could you sign this? I don't know. I'm just saying that's how you should be with people. You shouldn't follow them around and creepily take pictures and then try to brush up against them accidentally or what. I've seen it all. I'm telling you, people are fucking weird. And I've never gone to a con where people that I know are going, so at least there's that. At least there's people that I know are going to be there, so hopefully I can be if anything weird does happen, I can just run away and find someone I know. But this isn't just for me. This is for everybody. If you see, for instance, Robo Don't Know, and he's just walking around a toy show on the floor. The man is trying to enjoy himself. He's not at a booth. He's not at a panel. He's walking around looking at something. That's just an example. Leave him alone. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Hey, hi, I watch your content. But don't just fucking follow someone or be fucking weird, It's just it goes it's common sense and common courtesy, but like that dude today that me and my girlfriend had to deal with, some people don't have that shit. Oh, and it was so funny how fast he was backpedaling too. Once the cop was there, oh, I wasn't trying to harass them. I don't know why they felt that way. It's just like every time I see them, I try to get as close to them and make sure that they acknowledge that I'm there or whatever, you know, just I want them to acknowledge my existence. How is that harassment? And it's like, because we told you we don't want to talk with you. We told you we don't like you. We told you you're weird, you creep us out and you scare us, dude. Like, come on. So like, I don't know, people are scary, and I'm a very antisocial, stay in my shell, stay at home and be safe kind of person. So I'm very excited for Maryland Toy Expo, but I'm also very nervous and scared. Sure, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm going there looking for something specific now that I know that maybe that'll possibly be there. I want to find someone that does head scans. Like they'll scan your head and they'll resin print it for you and like mail it off to you or whatever. I want a couple of those, and I can bribe Max, my friend Maximilian, who you should all be subscribed to here, Maximilian Tucker, to paint one for me, hopefully. Oh, you're fine, CJ. Yeah, we're fine. It's just some creepy guy that's been literally for 2 years. He's been like bothering me and my girlfriend. Coming in when I worked at the dollar store and trying to like dap me up and like chest bump me and being all sweaty and gross and smelling like booze and just I don't like him at all. I don't like retro blasting. There's people here that do. I mean, I can't say I don't like him as a person. I don't like his content. I don't like his mindset. And I just made a video talking about toy collecting, and that applies to him because he made a. You're calling him out by name specifically, so I will call him out by name specifically. Retro Blasting made a 4-hour hate piece on not a review, a hate piece on Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Not only that, everything that he talks about as far as toys are how much better the toys from the 80s and 70s were and how shit the toys of today are. And it's not a vibe. It's not did you say make a voodoo doll? It's not something I appreciate. And that kind of mentality is what. Now, I think Dial of Destiny was a decent movie. Was it the best Indiana Jones movie? No. Was it better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Absolutely. Was it missing that Spielberg touch? 100%. But I thought as a send-off for a guy who's always been bitter, always been feeling like he's got the short end of the cup, always been beaten to the punch, it was a good send-off. And to make a review that's twice the length of a movie, don't you have anything better to do? Like touching grass or just not pretending to be a fan of Indiana Jones anymore. I don't know. And I don't want to call him a tool as a person because, like I said, I have friends on the channel that are friends with him that know him personally. But if your whole content platform is just hating something that you supposedly like, do you really like it? Is where I'm going. Yes, I do have a voodoo doll. Very myopic view of it. Yeah, as in the first 3 movies exist and nothing else, and the Raiders of the Lost Ark toy line and the 3 toys they made for Temple of Doom exist and nothing else, and nothing will ever surpass or top that. Which I understand that those Raiders toy sets were pretty dang cool, and I agree that they're fucking cool. But to hold, and I also do agree with him that the Indiana Jones retro carded re-release things are pieces of shit. They don't look like the originals, and the quality is not the same. But to say that the 3.7 line from 2008, and I don't think he hates on that one as much or specifically, or to say that just because Hasbro is producing a cheaper, like easy to get $20 at the time, $25 Adventure Series line, that they're all garbage because they don't hold up to your standard of an 80s toy that had a literal piece of cord with a funnel as a bullwhip. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know him personally, but yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know him, but I don't like his content, and I will not suggest his content to anyone. And yeah, I remember back in the day. So back in the day, before Lego had all these license, you know what they had for their Indiana Jones? They had Johnny Thunder, and it was like an adventurer with a mustache and like a safari hat. It was their Indiana Jones, and I had some of those sets. I don't have any Lego Indiana Jones. Even if it's just a stage persona or whatever, it's nothing but negative. I don't have to exactly, and that's the thing too. YouTube, if you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like it, unsubscribe, and that applies to everybody. And I was actually subscribed to him for a while before um, the Indiana Jones hype train or hate train started, like a couple of months before the movie came out, and he was. And then his review was just completely baseless too. It was, oh, did they? That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I remember that shit. Um, then when the movie came out and the fucking toxic fan base just destroyed the box office for that movie, and it was a decent movie. It was enjoyable. Like I sat in that movie and watched it. I wasn't bored. I cried. I laughed. I had Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones. Me and him have a very similar viewpoint when it comes to certain worldviews. If you see you punch it's pretty fucking basic. I don't know where we went wrong. But, if that happened a lot more, I guarantee you wouldn't have any of those right now. The second that shit popped up, you just, bam! You just knock that shit out. They'd go away. So I think we need more Indiana Jones. Also, the Indiana Jones game is fantastic. If any of y'all haven't played it, I know it's on PlayStation now. I'm out of water. But you should definitely play that shit. Because if you want a really good Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is like a true sequel to the original trilogy. And I really, really enjoy it. Oh, man. I don't know what else to say now. I'm out of shit to talk about. I didn't expect to be on this long. It must be hot in here because my face is getting all red. Face is getting all red. Do you see how sensitive to heat I am? It's my least favorite indie film, but there has to be at least a favorite in the franchise. I took my 8-year-old and she loves it, but she loves it. It's fine. It's fine. And that's the thing. It's like even if the original fans of Star Wars, Indiana Jones don't enjoy the new movies, you know who probably does like that shit? They're kids. And this is what pisses me off. I love Star Wars. As a grown adult, I love Star Wars. As a child, I love Star Wars. But the thing that a lot of us grown adults forget is that when Star Wars came out and all the toys and shit, it's marketed towards kids. Yes, adults appreciate it. It's a great movie, fantastic movie. But the hero's journey, a farm boy becoming a hero and saving a princess, that is a storybook story that's been told over and over and over and over. And it works. And Star Wars was just retelling the hero's journey. The reluctant hero thrust into action because of some grand plan that he has no control over, something like that. That is what Star Wars is. That is what any kind of fantasy hero discovers that they're, the chosen one kind of shit. But that was very basic because it was meant to appeal to children. So when adults bitch and whine about something like Star Wars, it makes me look at you like you're a big old baby. I got the Indie Trilogy on VHS from McDonald's. I think I got that too. And I think it came, if it's the one I think it came with Peacock's Eye, the Young Indiana Jones movie. I think. The Halle Berry Catwoman. Okay, no, we can't let that slide. That's just. I'm sorry, CJ. I'm just joking. But that's a bad movie. That is a bad movie. Like the Halle Berry Catwoman movie is fucking awful. But he watched it when he was a kid, so it holds some sentimental value to him. So it's fine. It's all good. We won't hold any grudges about that shit. The Ewok Star Wars movies. Yeah, I remember seeing those when I was a kid and liking them because I was a kid. I was Ewoks. Rented from Blockbuster. What was it? Caravan of Courage and something else. The first one, it's about the girl saving her family, and the second one, the family gets completely fucking murdered at the beginning of the second movie. The mother and father both die. The brother, he gets fucking shot and dies. Like, it's crazy that they were like, like the Ewoks, yeah. These people are dead. It was pretty dark. But yeah, I definitely rented those a few times from Blockbuster. I didn't. All right, let me make sure that because this is still a live stream, so I need to do my outro, and I didn't do the intro because I was just like impromptu. So we'll set that up. A couple more minutes here, just to wrap up. Batman Forever. Which one is that? That's the one with Jim Carrey, right? Yeah, that one's bad. It's not as bad as Batman and Robin though, so it's we can't all be 1989 Batman, the best Batman movie. And I would say that Batman Returns and 1989 Batman are kind of neck and neck. Other than Batman just straight up killing people in both of those movies. Like in the second movie, especially when the clowns pop up, is it? Yeah. The second movie, and he just launches a rocket and just blows the one guy up in the manhole or something like that. And it's just like, yo, Batman, chill, bro. Don't you remember that you swore not to kill people? But yeah. I much prefer, like, I do like the Christian Bale Batman movies, but those aren't so much comic book movies as they are comic book movies pretending to be crime thriller, dramatic stuff, which are great. I like them. But Tim Burton Batman, come on. Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Great movie. He wants to kiss the baby, and I'm like, no, don't kiss my baby. Please don't kiss my baby. All right, y'all. I do have to really start getting ready for bed now. It's to go to bed by 8. Yeah. So I gotta hop off this jank. Hopefully I don't miss any live streams or anything special tonight. That's what I always feel like. I always feel like I'm missing something when I go to sleep, but my body demands that I sleep, so I must do it. So with all that being said, thank you for listening to me bitch for 40 something minutes about weird people and talk about random stuff. I appreciate it. I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.
Fart 2 D2 guys.
Thank you, Magic Trash Can. What's up, dog? What?
I'm a computer.
What?
Ah! Why do you awaken me without skin? No. Ah!
All it. Enjoy. It's like God's vagina.
Oh. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! Fuck, we're all dead! Get the fuck out!
What the fuck? What the fuck? You're relieved you don't have to go to work because you thought you were gonna get eaten? What the fuck is this world? What have they done to us? What did they do to us?
Too much fucking shit on me, I can't breathe.
Why?
$1 million.
How can I take your order?
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 fries, 55 coke, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 steaks, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.